What's up, everybody? Come with me as we install the new privacy curtain from the Wanderful. Here we go. All right, we're gonna work on this inside the van. Let's get some. All right, so new privacy curtain. This just came out from the awesome team over at Wanderful. They sent this over to me. I did pay for this, but they did give me a discount so that I could actually show how I get this installed and just talk a little bit about it. You probably know Wanderful. They make things like these awesome window covers. They make this shelf cover. They also make these awesome mats on the ground. And I'm a huge fan. And I've been using their stuff since the very beginning. So now they came out with this privacy curtain. It's a privacy curtain that spans this space here. And what's a little bit different from my install than other installs, or like the one that Scott has, which I'll link either up in the video or down below, is he has a wood shelf and I have an aluminum shelf. The one thing I hope my drill will fit, because I really don't want to have to pull down this upper cabinet. So I hope I can just use a small enough one, because I will have to drill some holes into the face of this into the face of this shelf in order to mount the actual bar itself. That also means that my L-track hooks here probably won't be able to use these anymore, but that's okay, because I really like the idea of having this curtain here so that when I get to camp, especially if it's really late and I'm just by myself, that way I like to have this all closed off and even use the window shades. There was the I was camping, I was going back to Colorado about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and it was 9 degrees in Wyoming. And while I had the window covers in the very front, it would have been nice to have just a little bit extra insulation and privacy to keep all the heat in the living space in the van. So let's get this thing unboxed and let's see what's going on in here. All right, I already took it out of the big box that it came in. So you have the privacy curtain here, which is 2 pieces, so that it can accordion and split down the middle, or you can just do all the way left, all the way right. And I know this is gonna have all the hardware that comes with it. So let's get this opened up really quick. And there you have it. So you get the privacy curtain, you have a rod, and then they include the bolt so that you can actually assemble the rod together. And there's this little machined aluminum piece that has a threaded hole right there. And they actually give you the bolt for that, along with a little Allen wrench. And this just kind of goes to show that they just kind of go the extra mile. They don't care if you have a wood shelf or an aluminum shelf. They include the hardware for both. So I'll be using the aluminum, so we need to go get a drill and a small drill bit and a Phillips head. So I'm gonna go get the tools needed for this. The other thing that I'm gonna want is I'm gonna want a tape measure so that I can understand what center is. But little thing, center is actually right there, which also lines up with this bolt, which actually lines up right about here. But I'm still gonna wanna know center, and I'm probably gonna need some clamps. I need a drill bit, socket, and a Phillips. So I'm gonna go get the tools that I need, and we'll be right back. All right, I think I got everything, and I really hope I don't have to take that shelf down or that cabinet down. This is effectively what you'll need, or what I feel like you'll need. The only thing I'm missing here is a small wrench or socket for those bolts, but we'll get to that in a second. Okay, so I got the first hole drilled and got the screw just sitting in there. And for your reference, a 5/32 works perfectly for the hole, and the screw goes right in and with almost no wiggle. So we're just gonna finish getting this part taken care of, but just wanted to share that piece. Went with different clamps also to hold it. This actually just works a little bit better. So, and I should be able to drill in and get this done without having to remove this guy. So, almost there. All right, so got the shelf installed. Was a little bit harder than I thought, because there is like a kind of a lip on the other side of this guy. So I actually ended up having to use a longer bolt than was provided, but that's just why you DIY. I'm actually gonna eventually I'm gonna swap that bolt out too, because I want it to be black. But this is up here now. So now it's time to hang the actual privacy curtain and then do the attachments for the sides. But overall, this took me probably like 10 minutes just to get this piece installed. Pretty straightforward. I would recommend, if you have the cover, is take all the stuff out, because you're gonna need to be getting back there a little bit, and you're gonna have to pull the cover off of the Velcro just a little bit in order to get back there. So save yourself the hassle, just pull that stuff out. That's why I have all this crap on the counter here. So anyways, let's go ahead and hang up the curtain now. So like all of their products, they have like a black side, and then they have this like diamond kind of looking on the fabric. This goes towards the inside of the van, the black goes out, and then it has these little straps that are pre-sewn in to the fabric, and then these hooks. So all you do, see if I can just do this in one hand, loop this guy around, and then it just attaches on that little hook. And I did that with one hand, and it kind of clips into place, and that's it. So I'm gonna have to do some moving some things around here. It does split right down the middle, so I'm just gonna finish getting this part hung up, and then I will show you how we're looking. But looking good so far. I'm excited about having this curtain. Okay, so it's just hung up there now. I still need to do the straps onto the B pillars, and it is kind of facing out a little bit right now just because my trash can is right there, and this seat is pretty far back. So normally I would reverse this seat so it would then sit nice and flush there. So one little thing they did was a nice touch, is they velcroed in this little door down here that I can take off, and that's because the heater is right there, so that way the heat can pass through. So I'm gonna make a few more little adjustments, but I think all in all, really happy with the overall design. I think I'll set it up to accordion both ways, as in I'll attach the passenger side and the driver's side, and then this one then just gets split down the middle as so, and this would get stowed behind the driver's seat as is. This would get stowed in the corner here as is, and that would be it. So a few things to work out, but overall super happy with it. So one thing to note, I really love how it stows when you split it. So I mean, it fits perfectly between the seat and the B pillar. It fits perfectly between the passenger seat and the B pillar, and I still have access to the handle. But I mean, that just tucks in real nice and out of the way. So again, the only other thing that I have to deal with now is just the straps, which would help actually tie it off there, and also would help it attach to the wall to kind of create the full blackout effect. Okay, so when it comes to attaching the straps, I already did one right here, and now it has this nice little clasp here, but it's also magnetic, so that stays. I'll keep it nice and closed. No light will seep in, but then I can easily, when I'm not using it, boom, and that keeps it nice and tight. You do get two per each side. I will probably only need one, and so we're gonna install the other one on this side. What are you doing, huh? What you doing down there? So you have the magnet, screw, and the strap. Okay, so we have one of the connectors right there, boom, and we did the other one right here, boom, which is great because that helps, that gets it connected here, and you just wrap that around, and that is the curtain fully deployed. It sits up high enough on the shelf where light won't leak in either, so we're like tucked in perfectly on the shelf there. So super big fan. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, thumbs up, drop any comments. I'll help answer any questions. I'll have everything linked down below on where you can purchase these things. I don't have an affiliate code. If I eventually get one from these guys, I'll make sure to include that, but I mean, super worth it. Big fan. 30 minutes install end to end. Hope you enjoyed this. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.